Well, let me just say, it wasn't just the Federal Reserve. The administration also was talking about inflation would be under control. So, I think from the Fed standpoint, in hindsight, they clearly waited too long. But having said that, when you're managing the economy and you're the Federal Reserve, I think you have to balance both sides of that equation. I don't buy that the Fed has lost credibility. I think the fact that the Fed moved in 75 basis points, which a month ago is not what the market expected. I think Chair Powell has now signaled another 75 basis points. I think if you look at the dot plots, which I never was a big fan of these dot plots, but that's another story. I think the market understands that expectations are the Fed's going to raise rates. I think the portfolio is just as important, and they're beginning to slow that down. Look, a year ago I said we're going to have 10-year treasuries 3 to 3.5%, and people thought that was really high. We basically have 10-year treasuries at 3 to 3.5%. If the market really didn't have credibility in the Fed, interest rate, the long end would be a lot higher than it is.
Recession has been the key buzzword here at the Qatar Economic Forum, and the CEO of the Qatar Investment Authority thinks that even if Europe enters one, he's still bullish on the region. Mansour bin Ebrahim Al-Mahmoed spoke to my colleague Francis Lacroix.
We could go into a recession in some part of the world. Maybe in Europe I had commented that we might go into a recession in Europe because of the energy prices pressure. But also I have a positive view on Europe in general in the long term. Europe as a destination of a lot of talents. They have a very good education system. It's a touristic destination as well. And they have, on top of this, they have also an advanced program in the renewables, and this will give them an advantage over any other, countries. So it might be a little bit difficult in Europe, but in the long run, I'm bullish about it.
So is Europe at the moment your biggest worry, but also your biggest opportunity? If you look at the pot of cash, how much you want to put in Europe compared to other regions in the world?
See, from 2018, once we have announced our strategy, we were very vocal about our concentration in Europe.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we have said that we will not be stopping investing in Europe. We will be very selective, but we are going full speed in the US market and Asia. We have a reference asset allocation in terms of geographies, and we would like to reach a proper allocation between the geographies. But again, Europe, we will not stop investing. We will continue investing. I was in Europe recently and a meeting, and I have noticed a lot of activities in technology space in Europe.
I think at some point you were looking for assets, infrastructure assets in Africa. Is it still the case?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if we can deploy more in African infrastructure, it would be fantastic. We have been investing in renewables as well in Africa, and we would like to do more. It's a little bit in a slower pace than other, countries, but we are trying to find our partner to deploy more in Africa.
Anything with Russia? So you have a pretty sizable and considerable assets in Russia. What will happen to them?
Still a status quo. We are not investing more in Russia. At the same time, to be practical, you cannot exit. I know some companies have announced to exit it, but in reality they couldn't. Mm-hmm. We are monitoring the situation in Russia. We are in full compliance with the international sanction. We are our team on top of this on a daily basis to make sure that they are embedding any update on this sanction. But we always wish and hope that this will be settled very soon for the sake of the people of Ukraine.
Are you in touch with the Russian government about some of these assets?
Not really right now, but we have a big investment in Rosneft. As you know, Rosneft itself is not under sanction. Of course, we have a fiduciary to our future generation. Of course, we will be in touch with them for the dividends that we deserve. But any further investment, no.
What do you do with crypto right now? So it's up, it's down, depends on stable coins or other ones. Are you interested as an asset class?
No, crypto, no. Blockchain, yes. We have very clear view on this, and our team in the technology space are exploring opportunities in the blockchain.
And that's all from the Qatar Economic Forum right here in Doha. You can find complete coverage of the event, including full interviews and articles. The destination, Bloomberg.com.